Wood here. Little piece of advice for everybody. Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police are involved with human homeless trafficking. They're involved with sex slavery trafficking, children to pedophiles, adults to sex offenders, kidnapping, false arrest, lies, cover ups, time buying, using Lennox and Addington Hospital to prevent and cover up crimes, medical treatment refusals, discriminations, name calling, human rights violations, legal violations. I have been seriously injured, deformed, with proof, no medical help. I'm a revenge retaliation, identity theft, attempted murder victim through the police for speaking of their crimes since 2019. Shot by ex OPP chief, sodomized by the police, human trafficked, kidnapped, false arrested, seriously injured with proof, serious deforming, my right brain and my right lungs and right kidney completely and totally fucking gone on me, not having any feeling or stimulation in my head. Going to the hospital yesterday, and as soon as I go into triage, a bunch of nurses surrounded me, along with Paladin security surrounded me. I got up, I walked out. Next thing you know, I go to a different part of the hospital to talk to somebody. And next thing you know, Paladin security turns around and comes back after me. And I asked them why the hell they came into triage when they had no business or right being in there. So I was just curious. I was just whatever, but would not tell me anymore, elaborate on anything. So I told the bitch, or I told the person, because I'm not too sure if it was male or female, that they were stalking me and to stay the hell away from me, and they had no business involved in my medical fucking shit. Going on lies against me, being treated like a criminal because of bullshit lies against me through OPP, through Stacy, mental health worker, and through Tatiana V, aka Margie V, the name and file falsifier, the one that assures the crimes at that hospital. I guarantee you they did not have to pay the $22,000 to get me arrested yesterday for harassment, for wanting help. My skull being flattened and completely on one side and swelled up on the other with proof, and I still never got no help because I was falsely arrested, and that was done in an attempt to keep me from help. That was done in an attempt to keep me from the hospital, and that was done in an attempt to keep me from proof. I guarantee it, and I guarantee you, OPP had their hand in it yesterday, using the hospital as a means to do it, and the hospital is using the OPP as a means to do it, covering each other's crimes. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled. I'm the end of my bloodline, and they know this. They're doing everything to fuck me, to prevent me helping proof. Kidnapping, sex assaults, false arrest, having my mother stalked and murdered through inmate harbored pedophile piece of shit Billy Wooldridge, or the one known as a homosexual obsessed fucking lowlife goof. Another one, Spencer Mills's boyfriend, co-drug trafficker, has a meth lab in Tweed with him and Robert Kane allegedly. And as the boyfriend, he's a human trafficker, human sex trade slavery trafficker. He's guilty of rapes, guilty of drug lacing, and he's guilty of many murders here in Napanee, conveniently untouchable, along with Tyler Lake, who is guilty of animal murders and attempted murder on me. Jason Gimpy Two Step Van Alstyne is guilty of attempted murder on me and aiding in my identity theft and changes which I have shown and proven that are taking place with me, along with Dale Hartwick, a guy named Ray Ray, his roommate Sam. There's Michelle Irish and a Holly Carlisle as well. There's a Robert Barry, and there is many others here in Napanee who are working with and for OPP doing this. I have all the proof I need of my deforming and all the other crimes that have been taking place with me while being called a liar, while being prevented from help, going through deforming, going through different changes, on a daily basis and showing it and proving it because the right side of my head and my skull has basically been bored out from the inside. And it can all be medically proven. But once again, when you're a cop committing human trafficking and committing identity thefts to murder, to traffic, to frame, false arresting, just to, in an attempt to criminalize victims, in an attempt to also, once again, by patient relations, to help buy time in an attempt to give me a criminal record to prevent help. That's what that was about. I no longer have any feeling or stimulation in my head. My identity theft is done, completely done, and I have shown and proven it. So, congratulations. My head goes fucking flat. I have no feeling or stimulation in my head whatsoever. It's gone completely rounder. But no matter how much you prove, nothing is wrong with anybody here in Napanee at the hospital. But then again, when you're covering crimes for yourself and the police to get away with the crimes, very serious ones, even attempted murders, covering it up because that's exactly what you are involved in. You are involved with attempted murder by doing this to me and aiding me, no matter how much I can prove. And then having me falsely fucking arrested to keep me from help even further. I'm 50 years old and I'm going through this because I spoke of police crimes. So congratulations, my full fucking identity theft, full skull deforming, leaving me without help, preventing me with help because if I try to, I'm gonna end up fucking being arrested or going to jail. So OPP can get the fucking finish this, and so the hospital can get away with their crimes that they're guilty of. Being told I have warrants out for my arrest and all this other shit, and not even being allowed to even see anything I didn't yesterday. I have all these accusations against me, but not being allowed to see anything. So, congratulations, OPP, you human trafficking, bloodline murdering motherfuckers. Another life completely destroyed to get away with your crimes to prevent lawsuits. I had no neurological problems either or brain problems prior to being shot in 2019 by the ex-OPP chief. I had not been to a hospital or a doctor in approximately 10 years almost prior to this. Me speaking of police crimes and then the lies, the cover ups, time buying, arrest refusals, false arrests, medical treatment refusals, me going through complete identity theft and change, being surrounded hands on guns by police to prevent anything legal on them and doctors, which I can prove and have the video for it. Obstructions by the justice of the peace. How funny that I say I wanted to finish this yesterday and file charges, and then all of a sudden I go to the hospital and this happens to me. How too fucking convenient is that? Proving my words against them. They're doing everything to screw me to prevent anything on them. This is how they're human trafficking, framing, and murdering their victims. Stealing my blood and piss for it, falsely arresting to get my prints, signatures, and everything else. So, congratulations, Chris Wood is dead, and my identity theft is done. And Lennox and Addington Hospital, you aided in this, you pieces of shit. OPP, you are nothing but fucking murdering lowlives, and I have proven it. Be safe, everybody. Watch yourself, watch your children, watch your finances. Families are murdered and missing. It is the police. Anybody thinks identity thefts and changes cannot happen. I am proof of it. Poor, homeless, elderly, beware. Once these bastards cast their lies against you, you will have no proof to save yourself or your life. 3.5 years going through this because of me speaking of police crimes, and this is 100% revenge retaliation on me. I've been saying from the beginning, even them stalking my mother and having her murdered, completely changing my fucking identity to a wanted Harvard sex offender. Good going, Spencer Mills. Staff sergeants, ex-chief or commander Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, Stacy, and Shelley Hafner. Time has been bought. Billy Waldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Gimpy, Two-Step Van Elstein, Dale Hartwick. Lennox and Addington Hospital, Wayne Covey Duck, CEO, Administration, Sarah Fiddler, Patient Relations, Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, Stacy's girlfriend, once again the name and file falsifier, the medical blacklister, the one that assured this against me to prevent me from help through the bullshit lies. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. McGregor, triage nurses Terry, Tanya, and David. And Terry was working yesterday. He was the triage nurse that came in when I went in there and brought all these other nurses in and fucking Paladin security. Still treating me like a piece of shit criminal when I have no criminal record or history. And this was also done to get me under police control again, to prevent me from fucking help for the crimes that they're guilty of. I am being totally fucked in every way, legally, physically, mentally, in every way. And they're getting away with it.